Hi everyone, welcome back for another tutorial. In this tutorial I want to show you how to create a de-stress effect on an image. So as you can see, I've got Big Ben here and a beautiful sunset. And also what I've got is different textures right here. So let's select one texture right here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create a new adjustment layer and I want to black and white. There we go. So I'm going to minimize that, and I want to make sure the black and white only affects the layer beneath, which is the texture. So to do that, I'm going to create a clipping mask. To create a clipping mask, you can just hold the Alt key, Option on the Mac, and between the two layers you can see there's an arrow pointing down. So I'm going to click that, and now it will only affect, if I do any adjustment on the black and white adjustment layer, it will only affect this layer right here. So now what I want to do is, with the layers selected, I want to come here into blending modes and change my blending modes. I'm going to overlay, or I can go to soft light. As you can see, overlay adds a bit more contrast to it than soft light, so it's down to you to choose which one you prefer the most. Also, another thing we can do is, just as you can see at this moment in time, I've got on soft light, so less contrast. I'm going to overlay, and I'm going to select the black and white layer. So because I want to create a new adjustment layer above the layer, so I'm going right here and I'm going to levels, and just like before, I want to make sure that it only affects the layer of the texture. So what I'm going to do is create the clipping mask, but now I'm going to use another technique, which is clicking right here where my mouse is. So there you go, beautifully done. So now all I have to do is just play with the sliders to create the effect I'm after. And as you can see, super cool. And let's say it's too much, you can put all of these layers in a group. So select the top one, holding Shift, and come back to the layer of the texture and click. And now holding the Shift key, click the group. So now we have a group created, and we can drop the opacity to the point we might like, and I kind of like it like this, so I'll leave it as it is. So let's expand the group because I want to show you another thing. So let's hide that group for now, and as you can see, we've got concrete texture right here, and there's a bit of color. So what I can do is actually just duplicate these two adjustment layers, just put above this texture. So to do that, I've got the black and white selected. I'm going to hold Shift and go to the other one and click. So now I've got both of them selected. If I hold the Alt key, as you can see, I can just move the two of them above, but it remains still on the group. Very cool. So let's minimize that. So all I have to do now is just come here, concrete texture, and change the blending mode. Overlay, actually looks quite cool. Soft light, let's go to overlay, and just like before, got the levels. I can just slightly because different texture, and look at that, actually looks very cool in my opinion, to be honest. So just like before, I'm going to select the layers, and I'm going to select the texture as well, still holding Shift, and I'll come here, new group. I'm going to expand again, and now I'm going to select the levels and black and white adjustment layer. So selecting both of them, holding the Alt key, and just drag above the other texture that it's hidden. So something like so. Let me just hide that for now. There you go. And this is another texture. So like so, and change the blending mode, and there you go. Actually, this one is very cool as well. So let's tweak slightly the levels. There you go. And as you can see, we can distress an image very easily. As before, we can create a group like so, and if it's too much, we can drop the opacity just, and as you can see, there's a hint of color coming through and still remaining, the texture remains there. Okay then, I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to share this video, thumbs up on the video, subscribe, and you know the score, follow me on social media as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.